Vegan Snickers. There's no denying that a Snickers candy bar is one of the most iconic fabrics of sugar drugs ever made. But what is it? Calm down, Halt. This thing could turn you into Baby Yoda after one bite. It's a family of confections made from sugar that's firm and soft, chewy and nutty, roasted or toasted, whipped and then later dipped. And that's just the first layer, the nougat. Yes, my friends, everything from this controlled substance comes from Mars, and it doesn't matter where you are. Grocery store, gas station, car wash, laundromat. It's delivered to you right there in cheap plastic. It's legal with no prescription, and sometimes it's free. You know that day. No matter your age, you can wear a mask and talk to strangers, but it's okay because it's dark outside and they're giving away free candy. Oh, and the bar, it's not vegan, but it's okay. You got me. And we're hungry, so why wait? Let's give the vegan community 2 things to snicker about. We're gonna make the most epic candy bar that you've ever tasted, and you don't even have to bake it. Just share this video with your friends and family and tag Snickers so I could school them on how to take care of the vegan community. We're starting out with an 8x8 pan. Any bigger, these things are going to look like an area rug. Any smaller, and this may look like something you left behind in the toilet, but it's still gonna taste good. Coat it with neutral oil or vegan butter. And give the pan some parchment paper Dumbo ears. We're gonna start out making the first layer, and we need to build this thing from the inside out. Grab a medium-sized cauldron and add in your peanut butter, maple syrup, vanilla, and optional coconut oil. The coconut oil is used to make things a little smoother and make the peanut butter easier to mix. If you turn your peanut butter out and it does this, then use a little oil. Otherwise, if you turn your peanut butter out and it's running out of there like a haunted house, then no oil needed. Mix this together until homogeneous. I forgot my hand mixer, so I did this by hand until I didn't. Here she is. I call her Maria. Then I always try to sing that song to her. So after dumping in your almond flour and powdered sugar, grab Maria and as loud as you can, say, Maria, Maria. Mix together and notice your texture should be significantly different at this point, which is what you want. Visually, this may appear dry, but it's far from it. It's clumpy, it's sort of like cookie dough. And yes, this is edible. Once you dump this all into the pan, even it out. This isn't a school project. Nobody wants to see your rendition of the Appalachian Mountains. All right, congratulations. Layer 1, your nougat layer is complete. Now layer 2, the hardest layer of them all. Carefully drop some peanuts on the first layer. Scatter them like you're hiding eggs for Easter, making sure to get them across the entire cube. And that's it. Layer 2 is complete. You thought when I said hardest, I meant, no. Hardest as in crunchy, silly. Obviously. Set that aside and on to the next layer. Welcome to layer 3, also known as the caramel layer. We're making the most authentic caramel layer. I mean, this is the type of caramel that stretches as if it's been doing yoga for 10 years. Leaving those like strings after you bite it, like just slapping you on the side of your face that you can't even feel. You be in front of your boss with caramel on your face like, what's up? Into a saucepan, add water, corn syrup, and cane sugar. Stir that around, making sure all of your dry sugar is moistened before moving on. Next, get your pot over medium heat, add in your candy thermometer, and bring it to a boil. At this point, do not touch it. Don't mix it, just let it do its thing. If you do, you're out. You lost the Squid Game. So you know what happens. While you wait, don't go too far. I typically would chop my butter into cubes and measure out my coconut milk. You're waiting until the mixture reaches 320 degrees Fahrenheit. During this time, the mixture will have a slightly nutty, somewhat burnt like aroma. Once you're at the necessary temperature, add in your butter and coconut milk, either in parts, or if you made this a few times, you may be comfortable doing it all at once. Stir this around with a wooden spatula. I use the candy thermometer because I don't feel like making another dirty dish. Just be careful because the mixture is going to bubble pretty vigorously once you add those in. At this point, your mixture would have dropped down in temperature. You're gonna keep cooking the mixture until it gets back up to 240 degrees Fahrenheit. I forgot to record this, but also forgot to add it. But typically here at the end, I would add in a little bit more vanilla, stir it around, and then toss in some few extra peanuts. Well, because I like nuts. This mixture is like lava, so carefully pour into your pan, then tilt your pan here and there to make sure this layer gets leveled. You're gonna give this some time to set up, and then you're gonna come back with the finale of this show. From here, your last layer is chocolate. And I mean, who doesn't love a solid chocolate layer to hold things together? Start out by pulling on the wings of your pan to remove the brick. Invert the substance onto the table and begin to cut into your preferred dosage size. Okay, so 2 quick tips. Sometimes I'll chill the pan before dipping everything in chocolate. This actually helps me keep everything firm, and also for me it's just easier to shape. The downside to that is it's kind of harder to cut through the caramel once it's cold. Also, I invert the pan when I dump it out because the caramel layer is more firm than the nougat layer. Therefore, the nougat layer won't spread or smash when trying to cut through the caramel. At this point, if all went well, you know what time it is. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. Don't forget to check out our other YouTube channel at Believe in Good Sound. And as always, believe in good. Peace.